Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video we are discussing deficiency symptoms of essential elements. What it is? Deficiency symptoms of essential elements. Now what are the deficiency symptoms which we can be seen? So in absence of essential elements. Now, so first point is whenever the supply of any essential elements becomes limited, the plant growth is retarded. One more time, whenever the supply of essential elements become limited, the plant growth is retarded. Means here like how no, suppose generally we will have a breakfast and lunch and a dinner, no. So now if we have these three like in time and in a proper way, so definitely we will be very healthy. So likewise here also plants concerned, whenever we are supplying the good essential elements, so whenever we supply the essential elements to the plants, at the time plant growth will be in like optimum growth. Plant it will shows the optimum growth. But here suppose here essential elements becomes limited, means we are not providing that much in adequate quantities. At the time definitely at the time what is happening, plant growth is retarded. At the time definitely plant growth will be retarded. So this is a point try to highlight more. Now the concentration of the essential element below which the plant growth is retarded is termed as critical concentration. One more time, the concentration of the essential element below which the plant growth is retarded is termed as critical concentration. So means here whenever we are supplying the essential elements in adequate quantities or in suitable quantities, at the time, so without any problem will be there in the plant growth and development. But here the critical concentration means here, so adequate quantities of the or the supply of adequate quantities of the food materials we will be taking as critical concentration. Now below the critical concentration, suppose means how much of quantity of the food materials we need to provide to the plant, that much we are unable to or we are not providing. At the time we can be taken that particular thing as below the critical concentration. One more time you see there, critical concentration means the supplying of all essential nutrients in adequate quantities. Okay, now next one below the means here if we are supplying the essential nutrients below the critical concentration means at the time we could not see the optimum growth of the plant. So that is a point now I am going to give you. One more time you see there, the concentration of the essential element below which the plant growth is retarded is termed as critical concentration. Okay, now the element is said to be deficient. So at the time we are just providing the concentration means the below the critical concentration. At the time below the critical concentration means definitely the plant will not get the sufficient quantities of the nutrients or sufficient quantity of the elements. At the time that particular plant is or that particular element is said to be as deficient. Okay, when the plant or when present below the critical concentration. இப்போ பார்த்தா so critical concentration is nothing but the adequate quantities of the supplement of the nutrients, and below the critical concentration means that one we can say to be as deficiency of the element. Simple only, no? So try to understand this one. Now sir, critical concentration means supplying of nutrients in required quantities. Now below the critical concentration means we are saying as a deficiency. Now sir, above the critical concentration, suppose if you supply the nutrients, then what we will call, sir, means more than the requirement we are providing to the plant. No, that one we will be taking as toxicity. Toxicity means so more than the requirement we are supplying, and critical concentration means exactly wanted quantities, means how much of a quantity of food materials required by the plant. No, exactly we are providing that much only, that one we are taking as critical concentration. Suppose below the critical concentration if you are supplying the nutrients, no, that one we will be taking as a deficiency, or the deficient element we will be taking. I hope you understood now. Now since each element has one or more specific structural or the functional role in plants, so definitely that's why only, no, plants takes the different types of elements from the soil, absorbs the different types of elements. That's why in starting of our introduction of this class we see, no, chapter. So what it is there are in plants, no, or in plant tissues, more than 60 different types of elements are there among the 105 elements so far we see now. So means here definitely there are different types of elements which are having specific functions or specific structural or functions in the role in the plants. Next one, in absence of them, in absence of any particular element, the plants show certain morphological changes. So suppose here in absence of any particular element, in absence of any particular elements, definitely plant shows certain morphological changes. So definitely suppose in absence of one particular element, definitely somewhat problem it shows in the morphological changes in the plants. Definitely some kind of a problem, so plant will go through that, or plant face. Okay, so where in morphological changes. Next one, these morphological changes are indicative of certain element deficiencies and are known as deficiency symptoms. Means here we are not providing the nutrients to the plants in adequate quantities or adequate amounts. So at the time definitely plant grow or plant shows the some kind of morphological changes. So now here by seeing the morphological changes, what is the point we can understand? No, okay, now this particular morphological changes are there. Okay, we need to provide this kind of nutrient or this type of nutrient to the plant. Means so here in absence of the nutrients or in a deficiency of the nutrient, what are the symptoms shown by the plant? No, so all those symptoms we are taking them as deficiency symptoms. We are taking as deficiency symptoms. Now the deficiency symptoms vary from the element to element. This is no point easy only. So deficiency symptoms, if you see there, definitely changes comes now. Suppose here one element is absent or the deficiency is there, and there is another element deficiency also at the time. Sir, if two elements deficiency is there, no, symptoms will be the same as, sir, means no. Suppose in absence of one element, the symptoms or the deficiency symptoms will be one type, and deficiency of another element symptoms will be another type. Okay, so thereby here what is the point we are discussing? The deficiency of symptoms vary from element to element, and they disappear when the deficiency or the deficient mineral nutrients provided to the plant. Means once it comes or it shows the deficiency symptoms, by seeing the deficiency symptoms, suppose if we have the knowledge, now we will provide the what is a material or what is a nutrient or what is a element deficiency is there, no, that we will provide to the plant. At the time again the particular plant will not suffer or will not go through that particular deficiency of the element. Okay, that's why once if you provide the deficient mineral nutrient to the plant, no, so definitely the deficiency symptoms disappear from the plant. So next one, however, if deprivation continues, deprivation means lack of, so suppose if the deprivation continues, it may eventually leads to the death of the plant. Means by seeing the deficiency symptoms, we are not providing the what are the nutrients required to the plants, we are not providing. At the time, what is happening? The plant suffer from the lack of nutrients, lack of nutrients. So later, gradually, it leads to the, finally, it leads to the death of the plant. Means what is the point we are taking now? Suppose here the plant is there. If you provide suitable adequate quantities of the nutrients, so suppose if you provide means that one we are taking as critical concentration. Below the critical concentration, suppose if you are providing the nutrients means at the time plant suffer from the deficiency of the elements. So thereby it shows the deficiency symptoms. By seeing the deficiency symptoms, so suppose if you provide the food materials or the nutrients or essential elements to the plant means at the time deficiency symptoms will be disappeared. But by seeing the deficiency symptoms also, suppose if we are not providing the suitable nutrients or the suitable essential elements to the plant, so plants continue to suffer from the deficiency symptoms and eventually leads to the death of the plant. I hope you understood now. Now next one is the parts of the plants that shows the deficiency symptoms also depends on the mobility of the elements in the plant. One more situation is the parts of the plants that are shows the deficiency symptoms also depends on the mobility of the elements in the plant. Means here part of the elements or the mobility of the elements also sometimes plays an important role in deficiency of the symptoms or deficiency symptoms of the plant. Means here the movements, here the nutrients elements which are not moving from the one place to another place. At the time, what is happening? Definitely, so when the nutrients are blocked at one place, younger parts as well as remaining parts of the plants will not get the sufficient quantity of the nutrients. At the time, definitely, all part of the plants or all parts of the plant definitely suffer from the deficiency. Means, so here the deficiency symptoms also depends on the mobility of the elements in the plants. So means here the elements which are translocating from the one place to another place, so where they are required, so at the time we could not see the deficiency symptoms in the plants very easily. So means, so thereby what is my point? We are observing the deficiency symptoms in any part of the plant means, so sometimes it is also depends on the mobility of the elements. Suppose if the nutrients or which are moving very quickly from the one place to another place means, so definitely that particular deficiency part, it absorbs the food materials and it will be rectified its problem. Suppose here the nutrients which are not mobilizing from the one place to another place, how these particular deficiency processes or problems will be rectified? Cannot be, no. So that is a point. Now, for example, for elements that are actively mobilized within the plants and exported to the young developing tissues, so thereby the deficiency symptoms tend to appear first in the older leaves. Sir, suppose for example elements, so elements are the essential nutrients which are translocating, sir, one place to another place. Okay, so from where to where it will be translocated, sir, means remember panako ఇది important. So all the time food materials or the essential nutrients which will be translocated from the older leaves to younger developing tissues or young developing tissues means, so definitely food materials translocation takes place from the old parts of the plant towards the young parts of the plant. So this is a point to be discussed. So suppose if nutrients which are translocating from the old leaves to young leaves means, at the time deficiency symptoms where we can see first, so in the old leaves. Why deficiency symptoms? So deficiency is nothing but inadequate quantity of the elements only, no. So thereby older leaves first of all shows the deficiency symptoms first. So thereby here what is the point here we can be discussed means, suppose the nutrients or the elements or the essential elements are the mobilizing from the one place to another place means, so here essential nutrients which will be translocated from the old leaves to young leaves or young developing tissues. At the time, deficiency symptoms we will notice first in old one. Sir, suppose here the elements which are not moving or not mobilizing, not mobilizing from the one place to another place. At the time where we can see the deficiency symptoms, first sir means path. In young leaves we will see deficiency symptoms first. Why? Because from the old leaves to, or from the senescence part, or from the old parts of the plants, food materials or the required essential elements which are not moving towards the young one. So at the time old will be happy only, but young one will get suffer now. So at the time younger parts or young developing tissues will get suffer from the lack of food materials or the lack of essential elements. So thereby, what is my point? Suppose if the nutrients are not mobilizing from the old to young, at the time old one gets suffer from the deficiency symptoms, where in case of immobility or immobilized conditions. Okay, so for example, so here one more somewhat information we have written, so let us focus on these ones. For example, the deficiency symptoms of nitrogen, potassium and magnesium are visible first in the senescent leaves. Suppose here deficiency symptoms of nitrogen, potassium, magnesium are visible first in the senescent leaves. Suppose here these three, இது நீட்டு பிட்டம்மா, nitrogen, potassium and magnesium அங்கே deficiency இருக்கா இல்லையா? First of all, where we can get from? So we can get from the senescent leaves, அப்படினா old leaves. Okay, so next one, in older leaves biomolecules containing these elements are broken down, making these elements available for the mobilizing to the young leaves. So one more time, the older leaves of biomolecules containing these elements. So definitely in older leaves biomolecules are there, means here different types of essential nutrients all are get breakdown and making these elements available to the mobilizing to the young ones or younger leaves. Means thereby what is the point? It's confirmed. So definitely required nutrients or the essential nutrients which will be transferred from the old parts of the plant to young part of the plants or young parts of the plant. Okay, so next one is the deficiency symptoms tend to appear first in young leaves. Already we discussed it, but let us see by one more time. The deficiency symptoms tend to appear first in young leaves whenever the elements are relatively immobile and are not transported out of the matured organs. Means here what is the information? So from here in this particular information concern, so from the matured parts or from the matured organs, so food materials are not translocating to the knot. Here the knot is important. So here not translocating to the younger tissues or young tissues. At the time how young tissues will be, how young tissues contains the food materials or essential nutrients, cannot know. So thereby at the time for matured organs no problem, already they have abundant food materials, but which one will suffer now? That is young tissues so get suffer from the lack of food materials. So why? Because so from the matured tissues or from young organs the food materials are not mobilizing. So this is a point to be highlighted more and more. For example, element like sulfur and calcium are the part of the structural components of the cell and hence are not easily released. In previous chapter while discussing about the translocation of mineral nutrients, one point we seen the calcium is immobile. Why? Because one point, what is the point we seen? It will not be translocated from the one place to another place. Why? Because it is involved in the like making of middle lamellum. Middle lamellum means one of the parts of the cell wall we see now. Ipo cell wall divide பண்ணும்போது primary cell wall, secondary cell wall and Middle lamellum we will see. Now middle lamellum is made up of calcium and magnesium pectates. Now calcium is there now. Calcium also is one of the components in the middle lamellum. So thereby in middle lamella, calcium it will not get move easily. Maximum it will not move. That's why in previous classes we learned in old leaves or in matured leaves there will be a accumulation of calcium. Whether you remembered or not, once you check yourself. Okay, means in old leaves, suppose if you see there in old leaves we can see or we can notice the accumulation of calcium. Why? Because this particular calcium will not get transfer or will not get mobilized from the one place to another place easily. And now along with calcium, now one more element also is being added, that is sulfur. Even sulfur also will not be moved from one place to another place easily. Why? Because these two elements which are involved in the making of structural components of the cell. That is the reason they are giving us. Next one, this aspect. So this aspect of mineral. So this aspect of minerals, once you see this aspect of mineral nutrition of the plants, is of great significance. Great significance and important to the agriculture and horticulture. So thereby here this aspect of mineral nutrition of the plants is of great significance and important to the agriculture and horticulture. So means here when we are going to ask or when we are going to study about this one, so what are the what is the importance of the nutrients or what is the importance of the essential nutrients, everything we can finalize. So they based on that we can get the knowledge. So by using of this knowledge, so we can implement that entire information in the agriculture fields as well as horticulture fields. Next one is the kind of deficiency symptoms shown in parts include chlorosis, necrosis, and one more is stunted plant growth and premature fall of leaves and buds and inhibition of cell division. So likewise, so when particular essential elements are going to be depleted or are going to be very less in quantities at the time, in plants we can notice different types of symptoms. What are those? Chlorosis, necrosis, stunting plant growth, premature leaf fall, and birds fall down, and later inhibition of cell division. Likewise, there are different types. There are so many different kinds of deficiency symptoms we can notice. So first one is very very important one is chlorosis. Now chlorosis is the loss of chlorophyll leading to yellowing in leaf. So means actually our knowledge concern, the leaves will be there in a green color, but here if you notice there some kind of leaves will be turned into yellow color. Sir, at the time why sir these green colored leaves are converting into yellow leaves? So what is the problem, sir? Means there the particular plant or a part of the plant suffering from the chlorosis. So chlorosis means is a loss of chlorophyll leads to yellowing in a leaf. Okay, sir, why is this particular chlorosis symptom or chlorosis disease is there? Now, what are the types of elements deficiency is there, sir, in that particular plant? Means once you see there, so chlorosis is caused by the deficiency of following elements. What are those? NK, MgS, Fe, Mn, Zn, Mo. One more time. Chlorosis problem comes in the plants. So because of the deficiency of following elements, what are those? N, K, M, G, N, K, M, G, S, Fe, Mn, Zn, Mo. One more time soluma. N, K, M, G, S, Fe, Mn, Zn, Mo. If you by hearted this one for 4 or 5 times, so you will not get confused in the examinations. And next one, second wise, likewise, necrosis or the death of tissue. Second one is necrosis or the death of tissue. If you see there, particularly where we can see in a leaf tissue is due to the deficiency of is a deficiency of CAMG-CUK. Is a deficiency means necrosis or the death of tissue is a because of CAMG-CUK. And inhibition of cell division. Inhibition of cell division is due to the lack of or low level of NKS-MO. So now inhibition of cell division point of view, inhibition of cell division is due to the deficiency of NKS-MO. Next one, some elements like NS-MO delay the flowering in their concentration in plants in low or is low. Okay, so means once you see chlorosis is caused by the deficiency of these following elements, means one more time, NK, MGS, Fe, Mn, Zn, Mo. And the necrosis or the death of tissue is caused by the deficiency of CAMG, CUK. And inhibition of cell division is due to the deficiency of NKS, MO. And delay of flowering is due to the deficiency of NS-MO. So here and here, what is the difference? No, here NKS-MO and here NS-MO. Okay, now here one more. So totally here how many number of diseases deficiency symptoms we are observing means. So first one is chlorosis, second one is necrosis, third one is inhibition of cell division, and fourth one is delay of flowering. So now here these are four important deficiency symptoms which playing an important role in a NEET examinations. So definitely one question comes here. Okay, so thereby listen carefully and gain the knowledge, and you practice here what are the elements which playing an important role in these four deficiency symptoms. You must by heart, it must be there in your mind. Okay, so prepare well and be in good position in our subject. Thank you.